Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to meeting number 70 of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As a Sergeant at Arms, it's my duty to highlight some key points for the meeting. The meeting is blocked for 2 hours, also urging you to stay for the entire duration to get the maximum benefits out of it. Your video should be on and your audio should be off. And you will be requested to speak, and everybody is requested to only speak when you are called to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not put any restrictions on speaking of any of these topics, we at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club request all the speakers, role takers, and guests to be mindful, responsible, and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which all the members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Let me now hand over the stage to the very talented presiding officer, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. He is a finance professional working for Cape Gemini as a director. He is currently the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. He loves reading, public speaking, and currently he is also learning goals. Toastmaster Mukund, the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Sergeant at Arms Yogita, for that wonderful introduction and giving really a kickstart to today's meeting. Thank you so much. First and foremost, I would declare meeting number 70 open. I am the presiding officer today, and I'm filling in for the president of the club today, since the president is not available. So, with this, let me first start in getting the guests introduced. I'm seeing quite a number of guests who have joined today. I'll start off with the first person whom I can see on my screen. I think it is Timer Trilokesh. Trilokesh, I assume you're a guest to Gabbys. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Trilokesh. I'm a first year CA student in Christ University, Bangalore. I'm currently serving as a Vice President Education of a club in District 120 called the Towering Speakers. I'm an avid reader, writer, debater, munner, and a passionate public speaker. That is it about me. What else? And back to you, Toastmaster Mukund.
Thank you very much, Trilokesh. The next person that I see on my screen is Sapna Agarwal. Sapna, is it possible for you to come on the camera and give us a brief introduction about yourself?
I hope I'm visible.
Yeah, you are.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sapna Agarwal. So I was looking for a Toastmaster class, which I wanted to join online. And somebody had suggested me about the benefits of this class regarding the public speaking and the boosting your confidence and all. So since I was keen on joining the online class, I was looking for it for a very long time. Suddenly, while browsing on the internet, I came across somebody who suggested me about this class and who also suggested me the name of Mrs. Mita M Shah. Then finally she got me here. So today I'm with you all. So I'm a lawyer by profession, and my hobbies are singing and dancing. So it's a very versatile kind of personality that I have. I hope I'll be joining here quite often, and I hope that's it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Sapna, this is not exactly a class. This is more like a club. But if you have come here to learn, you can call it a class. But guys, it's not exactly a class. So thank you and welcome to the Gabbys.
Thank you.
Next, we have guest Amit. Amit, Amit Ranjan, would you like to introduce us yourself?
Hello, good evening, fellow Toastmaster. My name is Amit Ranjan, and I'm working as a software engineer at Google. And my hobby is to sing and yeah, play badminton. Uh, and this is my, I think, fourth or fifth Toastmaster meeting as a guest. And yeah, I'm really excited about this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Amit. I think you were also an evaluator in one of our last meetings, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
No, no, no.
No?
I
Oh,
haven't.
that must be someone else. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Sorry about it. Yeah, okay. All right. We then have Chandana S. Chandana, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi everyone. I'm an HR professional. I was passionate about improving my uh, public speaking skills. So that is the reason why I'm here. Uh, I got to know about Toastmaster online. So this is my first class. Um, yeah.
Okay. Again, it's not a class, it's a club. So you
Yeah.
can,
This is my first
that's okay.
session.
Yeah,
If
all right.
I can.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We then have guest Nirmita. Nirmita, would you like to come online and introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hi. It's a pleasant thing to meet everyone again. This is my third session as a guest, and it's been a kind of good learning and as well as good experience from last three sessions which I was going through. And I'm also a HR professional. I have joined this club uh, to ensure that I can enhance my skill at the same time, be part of this network, learn a lot. So that's my sole purpose. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Nirmita, and welcome to the Gabbys. We have one speaker. Speaker two is also a guest, Sridevi. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, hi all. I'm Sridevi and I'm an engineer as well as a lawyer. And I have a work experience of 17 years and right now working in Hayden Tech into the field of IP. I basically like reading, speaking, listening, and I'm an individual who is always committed to self-improvement.
Wow.
Thank you.
Excellent. I think you're in for the right session today because our theme is something related to what you just now said. Great. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very interesting theme. And before I talk about the theme, have I left out any guests, please? Are there any other guests whom I've? No? Okay. Just give me 1 second. All right. So today I have a very interesting theme, ladies and gentlemen, and it is basically, are you going to drive your results for yourself? Are you someone who is going to take up those initiatives, right? Or are you one of those guys who will just take things as they come and then uh, be satisfied with whatever you have got? So let's try to understand. And believe me, I won't take more than 2 to 3 minutes. I don't want to steal the thunder from today's TMOD because I'm sure he has a lot of in store for today's theme. But very quickly, if we can understand who are these people who are going to drive results for themselves. In my humble opinion, these are the people who are ready to take initiatives, who don't have to be told to do things. They see an opportunity and they go ahead and they take the initiatives, right? I read somewhere that there are around three types of people on this planet. The first category are those who, as I said, do not wait to be told. They go ahead, they see an opportunity and take up the initiative, right? They are the go-getters. Then there are the second type of people who just watch and they really don't take the initiatives, but they just watch people taking the initiatives. The first are the people who take the initiatives, and they are the ones who make things happen because of their initiative taking ability. They make things happen. The second one are the one who just watch. The second category are the ones who just watch, and they just watch what happens. Then we have the third type of category, ladies and gentlemen, who wonder what happened. So we always want to be in the first category, where we go ahead and take the initiatives and drive results for our own selves rather than take things as they come. With that small take on the theme, I would now like to hand it over to today's TMOD. I have seen this person in for at least 2 months as of now. And what I've seen is that he keeps improving day by day. He has got an excellent English, he has got excellent vocabulary, uh, and he's the person who, in spite of being new, has been taking roles, very often. And I think he's the right person to talk about today's theme, as he's one of those guys who takes up the initiative of uh, public speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's Toastmaster of the day, Sagar Duggal.
All right, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, all the ladies and wonderful, wonderful gentlemen, all our Toastmaster, all our friends. I am on my gallery mode, as of now, and I can see only three faces here. Three young, the beautiful gentlemen, all the faces. I am waiting for everyone to turn on the camera. It is highly recommended if you turn on the camera. It will give me a sense that yes, I'm talking to a good chunk of human beings, and we can have two-sided interaction in the entire meeting. All right, thank you so much, everyone. A very good evening once again, and I welcome everyone in the 70th meeting of the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club. Everyone, give it up for yourself, give it up. Now I can see some like happy faces, and the lovely faces. And before I walk you through with our theme of the day, please allow me to tell you that how the normal Toastmaster meetings look like. In a normal Toastmasters meeting, there are three sections. In the section number one, it's all about the prepared speeches. And in today's meeting, we have two wonderful, and in today's meeting, we have two wonderful speakers. And in the second section, which is the table topic section, I would say the most fun and the most engaging and the most entertaining section is the second section, which is the table topic section. In this, all the guests and the speakers also, all the guests and the Toastmaster can get a chance to speak on their feet. And I'm telling you, it is a very fun-oriented section which no one should miss. And the third section, which is the general evaluation section, it is all about getting yourself evaluated on a certain parameters. At the end of the day, we are here in the Toastmaster just to get a good feed. In order to get the good feedback, and so that we can work on ourselves. And as the third section, it's a very big section and it's a big time responsibility. So very obviously we have an individual warrior, who is taking the charge, for the third section of our meeting, which is a journal evaluation section. And to call him on the stage, I would like to give a small introduction about this, young gentleman. He is a mechanical simulation, engineer at a robotics startup. He is an avid reader and a fitness enthusiast. He's here in the Toastmaster fraternity to learn, to network, and to grow. Everyone, please give it up for our very own mechanical simulation engineer, and our journal evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya. And and he is going to lay down his objective. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Sagar Duggal. I'm the general evaluator for the day, and think of me as a headmaster of our school, wherein he carefully monitors all the members and tells and at the end he tells what has gone fantabulous in the meeting and give a little nudge on how we can do better from the next time so that we can all be a better leaders and rock the stage in the subsequent meetings. Uh, and apart from that, I will also evaluate each participant on meeting program, looking for the good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of the duties. And to help me do all this, I have a special team called in the Gabbys, the acronym TAGL team. Uh, it stands for Timer, R Counter, Grammarian, and Listener. And with that, let me introduce the first member of my team, that is Timer. I'm meeting him for the first time and excited to have him here. So welcome to the Gabbys. He is a Toastmaster Trilokesh, a first-year chartered accountant student in Christ University, Bangalore, a passionate speaker, debater, writer, and reader, a Triple Crown Award winner, district level Spell Bee contest, All India rank holder in C, Chartered Accountant Foundation. He's currently serving as VPE in Towering Speakers. So put your hands together for our timer Trilokesh and have him explain his timer role.
Thank you, G. Sreehari. Toastmasters and guests, I want you to think of this imaginary situation. It's a Sunday morning, and the weather is so cold, it's raining outside, and you don't want to get out of this bed. But then that stupid alarm clock goes off. That wakes you up and pulls you out of the bed. I, today, am timer, is gonna be the alarm clock for you. We as Toastmasters sometimes forget to stop talking. I, as a timer, will stop you and remind you to stop talking. I will do this with the help of time cards that I will show with my video background. For the for the prepared speech session, at 5 minutes I'll show the green card. At 2 minutes, at 6 minutes yellow card, and at the time of and the mark of the 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For the table topic session, at 1 minute green, 1.5 yellow, 2 minutes red. Evaluation, 2 minutes green, 2.5 yellow, and 3 minutes red. Every speaker will be given a grace period of 30 seconds to end their speech as soon as possible, and I will give my report once called upon by G at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Sreehari.
Thank you so much, Trilokesh. So it's a gentle reminder to all of you. So Trilokesh is going to be like an alarm with a snooze button. So be mindful of that. And the next member of my team is the R Counter, Toastmaster Shubham Somani. Originating from colorful state of Rajasthan, Shubham Somani is a CA with over 5 years of experience, currently working with Dalmia Truck Group. His career has taken him from Rajasthan to Mumbai and now to Bangalore, where he resides in Kasturi Nagar with his wife. Outside of his work, Shubham is passionate about traveling to new places and exploring diverse cuisines. He also enjoys playing badminton and is a devoted Bollywood fan. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham.
Thank you, General Evaluator Sreehari. The purpose of our counter is to listen and make note of unnecessary words and sound used by all the speakers and role players of today's meeting. This report would focus on 5 areas. First one, filler words such as Second, inappropriate interjections, for instance, and, well, but, so, Third one, the use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Fourth one, repetitive words or phrases in form of I, or this means, this means. And fifth one, unintentional long or short pauses made by the speakers. I will present the rest of my report when called by the general evaluator during the general evaluation session. Over to you, general evaluator of the day.
Thank you so much, Shubham, for explaining the role of our counter and for being our counter filler today. The next role is being taken by the grammarian, that is Toastmaster Priyamvada Sharma. She is a 24-year-old diving headfirst into the fascinating world of psychology. She's all about connecting with folks. It's like a fuel for her souls. So please explain your role, Toastmaster Priyamvada.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hello, everyone. Today I'll be the grammarian, and as a grammarian, it is my duty to see who is using English in the best possible way and who needs a little bit of improvement. With that, I will also be introducing you to the word of the day, which is fortitude. So, let's see, where did this word fortitude came from? The word fortitude came from a Latin word fortitudo, which means strength or bravery, and it's derived from fortis, meaning strong. Okay, so one fascinating fact about fortitude is that it is used in medieval philosophy and Christian thought as one of the four cardinal values, representing courage in facing difficulty or adversity. Now, how we will be using fortitude in our sentences? Example, she showed great fortitude in overcoming the difficulties that life threw at her. His fortitude in the face of overwhelming odds inspired everyone around him. So I encourage everyone to use this word, and you will be, please, I also ask audience to show a thumbs up if someone uses the word fortitude. That will be from my side. I'll be seeing you all during the evaluation session. Over to our general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priyamvada Sharma, for explaining the grammarian role and word of the day. It was quite fitting and appropriate for the theme fortitude, I must say. And the last listener, for the last role taker, we have the listener Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Shilpi Tiwari is from Chhattisgarh, an MBA with 3 years of work experience in HR as a recruiter. She's also a Reiki practitioner and neuro-linguistic programming certified. She has participated in an international beauty pageant called Miss India Worldwide 2019, held in Greece, where she was the finalist. Over to you, Shilpi, Toastmaster Shilpi.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I am the listener of the day. I will be listening closely to everything said during the meeting and will draft short questions to test your listening skills at the end of the meeting. You must be thinking that I have the unique honor of being your listener now. You might think my job is simple. Just sit back, relax, and let the speakers do all the work. But oh no, my friends, being a good listener requires sleep and strategy. So, my dear speakers, pour out your hearts out, and I'll be right here soaking it all in and ready to share my thoughts when the time comes. Thank you so much. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shilpi Tiwari, for explaining your role very well. A huge round of applause to our listener and all the role takers who has explained their roles very well. And with that, I over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Sagar Duggal.
All right, everyone, give it up for our journal evaluator and his army. For the good evaluation, please wait till the third section of the meeting. All right, so the theme is driving yourself. Small context here, small story, small information here before I start. Every word I'm going to utter here, all the experiences which I'm going to share here, it's a first-hand experience. I've not copied, I've not listened, I've not taken these references from any book. It's a real-time anecdotes, real-time stories. All the instances which I'm going to share is completely my first-hand experience. In year 2000, in year 2016 mid, I left my job. I was working as a robotics engineer, by the way. I worked for good 18 months as a robotics engineer in the daytime. And in the nighttime, I was working as a freelancer. So a good 18 months, 1.5 years. And I collected enough money so that I can sustain for the good 3 months, 3 more months, and I can pay for my speech therapy. 10 years back, 9 years back, the amount I paid for my speech therapy for 1 lakh rupees. And I was very confident that I'll leave my job today. In 3 months, everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. I was living in a la la land. I was very happy and blah, 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 blah. I was trying to make a good castle in the air without thinking twice. And I left my job without any consultation with my family, with my friend, or any senior, without understanding the dynamics of the market or understanding the market cap, the pay, nuances, dynamics, all those terms and conditions. I didn't think twice. I thought twice, I would say, but I didn't think much about the repercussions. But yes, I embarked myself into the journey of an artist. How things turned out to be, how I would say how things turned out to be the way it is today, what exactly I faced. Did I make it? Did I not make it? It's a very interesting story, which I'll start after the very first speech. But I'm going to tell you some of my learnings also. So it's time for the very first speech. And indeed, it's my pleasure to mention it's an ice-breaking speech. So the very first speaker is our very lovely Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. And he's going to deliver his level 1 project 1 speech from the part presentation mastery. And the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself, or like herself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. If I talk about our very first speaker, he's originally from the Agra and currently working in Bangalore. He has a background in the fashion industry, specialization in the leather products. And the timer may note the timing is 4 to 6 minutes as it's an ice-breaking speech. In Toastmaster, it is our ritual that after every ice-breaking speech, we give a standing ovation. Small information for small information for everyone. And the title of his speech is Shyness to Strength. So Toastmaster Sumit Sethia, Shyness to Strength, or Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. Over to you.
Whenever we hear about Agra, Taj Mahal immediately comes to your mind. But did you know Agra is famous for something else as well? Any guesses?
Chappals, petha.
You are close. More guesses?
I think leather products.
Oh, chappals, leather products.
Yeah, it's shoes. Agra is renowned for leather shoes. It has over 10,000 small-scale and medium-scale factories dedicated to this craft. And I can say that as I was born and raised in Agra. My parents still live in Agra. And I have a younger sister who doesn't leave a chance to pull my leg whenever we have our conversation. I grew up in a middle-class business family surrounded by warmth and chaos of a large extended family. I remember I was so shy that I was once scolded by my teacher in kindergarten and I did not go to school for 15 days. Can you imagine? In 2008, I remember this incident from 2008. I hated biology, and my biology teacher quickly figured that out. She used to ask me questions in every class. I used to stand up but remain silent. In that year, movie Tare Zameen Par was released. And my teacher used to often joke with the class, you don't have to waste your parents' money on that movie, as we have our own Tare Zameen Par in our classroom. Comments like these deepened my struggles with the self-expression. I was really embarrassed to hear these kind of comments in the class of 57 students. The significant change came into my life when I decided to join 10-day Vipassana meditation course. I was practicing 9 hours of meditation daily for 10 days. Now, for those who don't know, Vipassana is a way of self-transformation through self-observation. It teaches how to observe physical sensations in your body. While I was doing this practice, I became more calmer, more mindful. I started responding to situations instead of reacting impulsively. I noticed something interesting while I was doing this practice. I noticed that whenever I was exposed to cold temperatures, my sinus pain gets flared up. But this time, it disappeared. Now, coming from North India, we face extreme winters. So for me, it was life-changing. The turning point in my communication journey came when I was in third year of college. I was doing 30-day internship, and at the end of it, we were asked to give the presentation on what we have learned. 30 days of experience to share. But when my turn came to speak, I froze. I barely managed 30 seconds. 30 seconds! 30 days of learning, and I wrapped up my presentation faster than it takes to make a cup of instant noodles. I was devastated. But that failure was also a wake-up call. From that day, I decided whatever it takes to improve my communication skills, I'll do it. I'll take more initiatives. I'll overcome more challenges. I know that the path ahead won't be easy, but I'm determined to take this path. I realized that this is more than just speaking. This is about turning my shyness into strength. As we move ahead in our lives, we start believing that there is one single moment that shapes who we are. But the truth is, there are several moments which affects our lives for better. So let's embrace each and every moment, no matter how big or small, because each one is a chance to become what we are. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Everyone, give it up for our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Sumit Sethia. Congratulations to you for embarking yourself in the horizon of public speaking. We wish you good luck for the coming subsequent speeches. All right, so it was a very first speech, and so let's talk about the theme once again. Okay, let's back to the theme. So I was talking about my experience about this entire journey, and I learned some few things which I would like to share with you. Okay, point number one. In my entire course of life, in my entire thing, I never considered or taken this. I never considered or taken decision from those people who, who is not expertise in that particular domain. Now, for example, I mean, if you're not into singing, I'll never take advice from you in terms of the singing. If you're not into football, I'll never consider any advice in terms of football from you. In my knowledge, in my circle, I didn't have anyone who could give me a pure, genuine advice about how it feels, how, uh, how, I mean, what is the entire scenario to becoming an artist? So I've never taken any advice from anyone. And the second thing which I thought in the entire process is, I was making a good amount of money, by the way. It was very lucrative. It was very fruitful. My age was 23, something 23 end. And I thought of myself that if I can't leave my job at 50K I'm earning at the age of 23, I won't able to leave my job at the age of 27 if I'm earning 1 lakh rupees. Very simple, very obvious. So, and the third thing which I calculated is, it's a very interesting one. And that is something which really shaped my entire life. After leaving my job, I calculated the worst. Now I'm asking all of you, if you are listening to me very closely, if you are 24, put yourself in a young gentleman's shoes. If you are 24, if you have a family responsibility, earning 50K in a month, if you leave your job, I mean, what's the worst can happen to you? I would like to listen to any one of you, if you can unmute yourself and add to the entire context. Anyone can take part if I ask you, our lovely evaluator, to Toastmaster Mukund Joshi.
I'm sorry, Sagar, can you please repeat the question?
If you are 24, if you leave your job, earning a lucrative and a fruitful money, you have a family responsibility, what's the worst that can happen to you?
What the worst that can happen to me is, it depends on why I left the job in the first place, right? It all depends on why I did that. And if I have, first and the foremost, I wouldn't really be doing that, you know. I wouldn't really leave the job even if I'm earning 50K at the age of 24. And the reason for that is that I want to be pretty sure about what alternatives I have in front of me before I take that plunge. So only once when I am sure that I have a good alternative and I can create an identity for myself in that new life, I would like to take that plunge. Otherwise, I wouldn't really be doing it. That's my take on it.
All right. Thank you so much, our evaluator. Yes. So we have timer towards for the play location. You have 30 seconds. Oh, yes, over to you.
So I'm a person who doesn't really utilize his free time properly. So if I had a job that with a lucrative income, and if I left it, I'm gonna have a lot of time in my hand, which I don't know how to use properly. So I'm gonna waste it like a lot. And yeah, wasting time procrastinating will make me lose my confidence and make me do stuff that is not important, and overall it would affect my entire family too. So it's totally a bad decision, at least in my feet. uh, in my shoes I wouldn't do that, but if I had to do it, this would happen to me.
All right. I'll come to this point later. I have a different take altogether, different opinion, different thought process. But yes, it's time for our second speech, our second speaker. And so we have our guest speaker in the house. She is going to deliver her level 1 project and project 3 speech. And the path is leadership development. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety and body language to enhance our speech. And the timer may note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Small introduction about the speaker, that she is working in the field of industrial automation, and she likes to dance, sing, read, and speak. And she always focuses more on learning and self-improvement. She's into helping and motivating. She's into helping and motivating others. And the title of her speech is Pregnancy Roller Coaster. Toastmaster Sridevi, Pregnancy Roller Coaster. Pregnancy Roller Coaster, Toastmaster Sridevi. Over to you.
I was wondering what topic I can speak that will bring in the emotions out of me. Well, no wonder, for every woman, this is a sweet, terrifying experience which they want to forget, but then they get reminded of it every time they hold and embrace this tiny little creature. My pregnancy and delivery of my kid. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Immediately after marriage, I was exposed to this most dreaded question of every newly married woman. When is the good news? Actually, I wonder whether these aunties are really happy to see you with kids, or it is just a sheer jealousy of us having some self-time. I just joined the new team in TCS and I was getting to know my clients and colleagues. In fact, my client wanted me to travel to Canada to know more about the product, and he had sent an invitation for it. The same day, I wanted to convey this to my husband, but then my pregnancy test kit showed a positive test. Gosh, all my dreams to travel to Canada got smoked up in air in 1 second. With a sad heart, I denied the invitation, convincing the client that I'll not be able to travel at this point of my pregnancy. The real drama started to unfold within few weeks. Endless nausea and tiredness kept hitting me hard. I wanted to call up those aunties and ask, is this what you mentioned by sweet pregnancy time? Well, nowadays pregnancy is more of people sharing a lot of photos, the food they eat, and the gifts which they receive from the loved ones. But then mine turned out to be quite opposite. If not Canada, I wanted to give my full potential into the new team, and I wanted to get adjusted to the team. But then my pregnancy food, nausea, and my zombie looks made my colleagues leave me alone. One day, I was getting down from the car to enter office. It was very late, so I didn't wait for the lift. I started climbing stairs. By the time I reached 20 steps, both the legs were shivering. I experienced a strange pain which I never felt before. After an hour, I had a sudden rush of heavy bleeding. I was completely in a bad state, soaked in pool of blood. With the help of my manager and colleagues and my husband, I was rushed to Manipal Hospital, wherein I received the shock of my life, the doctor telling that it could be a case of miscarriage, and I was asked to determine fetus wellness through an early pregnancy scan. I was lying down in half-dead state at Manipal Hospital scan room, and there came a sound of baby's heartbeat. It was like bell ringing in heaven for me. Enormous amount of relief throughout my face and my husband, who stood beside me holding my hands. The doctor concluded that there was no problem with baby's growth, but then I was advised to be in bed for a few weeks unless my wound in the uterus lining heals and my bleeding stops. I was given huge amount of capsules rather than a scrumptious meal. Immediately, I rang up my last helpline, my parents, to be with me. unless and until things got settled around me. Time flew and I hit the 5th month mark. With doctor permission, I once again started traveling back to office. Because work was my only diversion out of all the negativity I was going through. I somehow managed and cope up to work until 8th month. After which I took a maternity break as my tummy reached to a stage wherein if something falls to the ground, it was dead for me as I could barely bend. The previous night, before the baby shower function, I had an intolerable labor pain. It was like the tiny DJ inside my tummy wanted to come out unannounced, stealing my show and being a showstopper. The function got cancelled, and my hopes for glamming up in a nice, beautiful silk sari with a lot of flowers and makeup and jewelry all got smoked up in air in 1 second. I was rushed to emergency C-section. Full of chaos and tensed, as death was hanging near me. Everyone was so calm and composed except for me, who was shouting heart out in surgery room. Even with the anesthesia, I could feel the doctor cut open my tummy. Others in the room were sharing their dinner plans. The nurses were answering me as though they were dressing a small wound around me. Finally, the moment. I must declare, labor is the only blind date wherein you meet your love of your life, wrapped up in a cozy arm, smirking at you with half-open eyes. No one can describe that feeling with words. In my case, my body decided to host a 9-month-long party with all the hormones taking a lot of twists and turns. Anything that is expected, anything that was planned is never expected. It turned out to be something out of blue. As someone said, pregnancy is a beautiful reminder of the inner strength that resides in every woman. And I portray myself to be Pooh, the Kung Fu Panda character. It comes with respect to pregnancy for the grit, funny, and the lazy feeling, and someone who has an inner belief that as a woman, I'll be able to give a new life into the world. Finally, this journey didn't just birth a child and also a mother in me. Thank you.
Everyone, give it up for our second speaker. Okay, Toastmaster Sridevi. Everyone, give it up for her. What a lovely speech, what a lovely choice of words. 5 to 7 minutes, eloquent, expressing the, entire story in that minimum time. It takes a good skills, good vocabulary, good dictionary, very obviously. Hey. Okay, all right. So moving ahead, so we are done with the very first section of the meeting, and I'll give a small conclusion here, followed by our second section. Our second section will start. Okay. So I come from a kind of an environment where you ask 100 people to take a risk, and 100 people will say no. It's a no. And the reason is very simple, because there's no cushion, there's no backup, there's no XYZ thing. And a young chap like me, young gentleman like me, it was something within my heart to do something extraordinary, which I've never seen, never heard before, to take a risk. And the max that can happen to me is I won't able to make it, as simple as that. And no one is going to kill me, no one is going to. And yes, I'll get scolded very obviously, but no one is going to do anything bad to me if I don't make it. In the entire process, you won't believe, I made the calculation that after leaving my job, in the next 3 months, things will fall at the right places. But things didn't happen as the way I anticipated. It roughly took me 24 months. It means 2 years to understand the dynamics and what exactly I've done in that 2 years and how I learned the entire thing in those in those 2 years. That itself is a great story. And I made few promises to myself in the entire roller coaster, the entire act of fortitude in that 2 years. And in the first promise I made is, even if I won't able to make it, I'll never go back to my normal job. That was for sure. I'll never do job. And the second promise which I've made to myself is, I'll talk about this after the second and the most interesting part of our Toastmaster meeting, which is, the table topic master. Table topic section. And today, our table topic master is, please allow me a moment here. Our table topic master is someone who is a teacher by profession and passion, with a focus on building a strong foundation through early childhood education from the children's. For the children. So without any further ado, shall we call our lovely table topic master, Toastmaster Mita M Shah, on the virtual stage. All yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for such a wonderful introduction. Happy evening, and few members from morning, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Welcome to the table topic sessions of today's meeting. Many of us consider this the most challenging and the most rewarding part of a Toastmasters meeting. And rightly so, because table topic prepares you for impromptu speaking. It trains members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. During table topics, I will invite a member or a guest to attempt a table topic. I will give out the table topic once the participant confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At the Gabbys, we believe in giving an opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and those who need a little nudge. I will be using my discretion as a table topic master. In case we are not able to give an opportunity to a volunteer, please don't be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. There is never a dearth of opportunities in Toastmasters. Now, each speaker will be getting 1 or 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes, with buffer time 30 seconds to qualify for pooling. Participants are disqualified about 2 minutes 30 seconds. Now timer, the card will be shown. Green card will be shown at 1 minute. Yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds and red card at 2 minutes. So, are you ready, Toastmasters and guests? Are you ready for the table topic?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yes? Yes, yeah. Yes, you will also get. I'll share it to you in your chat. Wait for your turn. I'll just share it to you. Now, can I ask Okay, who will take? I can ask. Yeah, Diana, I'll give you 1 minute. I'll type it. It will take time for me to type. I will give first one person and then I'll ask you to take. Okay, I'll give Mahavir K. Are you ready, Mahavir? Toastmaster Mahavir.
Yes.
Are you ready? Yes. One. I'll just share it to you. Your topic is, what is the most impossible thing you have accomplished and what drove you to achieve it? Toastmaster Mahavir, what is the most impossible thing you have accomplished and what drove you to achieve it? Over to you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mita Shah, for the topic. The most impossible thing what I achieved. So this was way back in 2011, which is like our TMOD's topic for the day. So I decided to quit my job at the age of 26 and start my own venture. I wanted to do something on healthcare. So I went back to my hometown, Ooty. So there I started working on my venture and I got an opportunity to represent India as part of the Rotary Group Study Exchange. And there was almost 8,000 different candidates applying from different streets to enter that contest. Still, my friend told me, why don't you give it a try? I went in with all confidence that yes, I can make it. And we had multiple rounds of interviews. And there was one question the interviewer asked me, can you sing the national anthem? It's a simple question, right? Anyone could sing it. Yeah, I did it, but with a difference. We were in a panel and it was different group tension. I was an NCC cadet and my NCC cadet officer told me, never sing the national anthem when you're sitting down. So I stood in attention and sang the national anthem loudly. Attention, it's something which I'm going to sing for my country. And yes, that impressed. And I was on my way to attend the District 3202 contest. And I got selected for the group study exchange. And that's my story. And impossible is nothing. Thank you.
Wow, what a great story of yours. Really, it is very informative. Like, yes, we can do it. If we have a wish, we can do it anything. Now, for Diana, how would you feel if you would have invited today for centenary event? Today we are completing 100 years for Toastmasters International. Do you remember, Dina? Yes. So you write your what is your thought? How you are feeling? 100 years celebration. You can just write it in your chat. Okay. Till that, I'll just give the next. Okay, the next topic. Who is next? Mahavir is over. Okay, the guest, Sapna, are you available? Are you willing to take table topic? Sapna, guest?
Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
to, I'll try to do that. Actually, I'm unable to switch on my camera. There is some
Okay,
issue.
no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll just share you the topic. Okay. What is the key to achieving the impossible? Is it a hard work or a mindset?
I think key for achieving is both. In fact, more than that, you need hard work, you need sincerity, you need discipline, and you need time management, you need punctuality. I think, and above all, you need the dedication to do the things, and you should also have the zeal and that motivation level to achieve anything. If you have all those qualities, there's nothing impossible in this world. And for me, if I have to achieve anything, what I do is I'm after it like anything. I would even wake up early in the morning at about 4 o'clock and put all my hard work, dedication, and soul to that particular task, and I will not sit till the time I am able to achieve my goal. And it gives you immense amount of happiness when you finally are able to do what you want to do. And I think that's it. You need all the kinds of qualities you need to have, and if you have those qualities, there's nothing impossible in this world. You can achieve any damn thing. Thank you so much.
Wow, really good attempt you have taken. Such a great thing. Yes, I agree with your things. Okay, next I invite Ritika. Are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Ritika?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. I am a guest and I am very, first time I have joined this meeting.
Okay, no problem. Then, are you interested to take up a chance?
Sure, ma'am. I will try.
Sure, sure. You can just today, you can just have a look. Next time you take up. Okay, I will give Guru Prasad. Prasad, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Prasad?
No, ma'am, I'm actually a guest.
You are a
Planning
guest?
to join the Toastmaster.
Okay, fine, no problem. You can share me. Okay, then I'll give Aparna Raja.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I'll give you one topic, like 1 minute. If you had no limit of time, resource of ability or abilities, which impossible task would you achieve? Toastmaster Aparna Raja, if you had no limit of time, resource or abilities, which impossible task would you achieve? Over to you.
Surprisingly, this is something I've thought of very often. What would I do if I had this? What would I do if I had that? What would I do if I was Ambani? These are all things I've thought about, especially during that Ambani marriage season. Honestly, I think I probably would have been the laziest person on earth. Laziest person. The reason is the want. Initially the need, and then the want is what gives you the drive. It gives you the drive to get up in the morning. It gives you the drive to go beyond your comfort zone. It gives you the drive to try new things, take risks. If I have resources, if I have all the time, the money, I have no motivation without any of that, honestly speaking. What would be my motivation? What would be my drive? In fact, I shudder at that thought. Probably people who have a lot of it, a lot of money, like where money is not at all a concern, which are very few people on earth, honestly. If they are really there, they've probably gone to a very different level of thinking where they probably think of things beyond our understanding, beyond our ability to comprehend. In the sense, maybe a lot of service to mankind, maybe bigger things on the positive side, or on the negative side, probably thinking of some ways to make more money, more power. That greed probably comes in. These are the things I can probably think of. But in all honesty, I think everything should be available in limits or in limitation. Only then you'll have a drive. At least I will have a drive only that way. If I had everything, trust me, Mita, I will not wake up in the morning. I will not attend Toastmasters meeting. I will not run after investors. I will not build my business. I will not do anything. I will not be me. In order for me to be me, I need to have a limitation of all the things, all the resources that a man needs. Thank you. And back to you, table topics, Master. That's a lovely topic.
Great idea. Really, I agree that if everything is there, we'll never do hard work. So instead of that, we need some everything in limit. So then we will do and we will work out for the thing. So that you are a true, really, I agree with your thoughts. Next, who is next? Any guest? Okay, now I'll call any guest. Okay, Ritika, okay, Chandana, are you ready? Are you interested to take up guest, Chandana?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I-
1 minute, I'll just give you. Do you believe that anything is truly impossible? If why or why not?
I don't believe in the word impossible actually, uh, because I feel everything is possible if we make an effort to work on it, or if we put on our efforts, we'll be able to achieve that. When we talk about um, uh, when we talk about impossible things, uh, I was trying to, when you started giving this topic, which is on impossible things, I tried to figure out what are the impossible things probably would I have achieved, or what is the impossible things probably in my life which I have to achieve in future. But I was not able to agree upon a single thing actually, because I feel whatever tasks or goals I have, that is achievable with all hard work and dedication. I will be able to achieve. Even in past, I never thought anything is impossible. So I feel that has made me succeed, or I can say the place where I am today, that is because of hard work and dedication, and not believing in the word impossible. So I feel everything is possible. So we have to work really hard to achieve it. That's it.
Wow, really good, you said. To achieve, we have to do hard work. Otherwise, we'll not get anything. That is, and nothing is impossible. We work hard, we get everything is possible if we keep our mindset. You are truly said. And now, do we have time, TMOD, Toastmaster of the day, or we'll just wind up?
I think we can take one more topic last, and after that we can wind up.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Timer, Trilokesh and guest Amit has raised their hands. We can go with both of them.
Can we go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Dina, 1 minute. I'll read it. I'll read out yours. Okay? Thank you. One more topic. Who is ready to take? No? Wait. Okay, Ashwin, are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
Ma'am, guest Amit has raised his hand.
Okay, Amit. Okay, Amit. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll just give it to you one. I'll share your topic. What drives you getting out of bed or taking a nap?
Sorry, I couldn't. I lost you.
Yes.
Can you come again?
Yes. What drives you getting out of bed or taking a nap? What drives? Over to you, Amit.
Yeah, that's a really interesting topic. So what drives me to get out of bed? Yeah, it's a daily activity that I do, like working with colleagues, collaborating with colleagues, then playing different games, enjoying each and every moment of the life. That's drive me to get out of bed. Also, the feeling to improve yourself day by day, the feeling to look yourself in the mirror at the end of day that you have did something good, you have contributed something to the society. It's what drive me to get out of bed. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for attempting. So we have a time or over? Can go.
Timer, you have to take this call.
Timer? Do we have a time or over?
We can go with another topic, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So who is ready to take?
We can end with the timer, ma'am. He has raised the hand.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, timer wants. Okay, fine. 1 minute, I'll just give you. I'll share you the thing.
Meanwhile, I can take the timer role.
Yes,
while
yes.
he's giving the speech.
It's okay. I can manage it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, for you is the topic. 1 minute. Okay, now you tell me, like, what is your secret of facing a failure? Do you ice cream or watch a Netflix or pretend like it never happened?
It was at the brink of 2019. I was writing my class 10th board exam, and I was expecting a very good result. But on the day of the result, I was petrified. I was stunned to see the result right in front of the screen. I got a result of 85%. The perfect score child did not get the perfect score. I went to the bed, locked the room, and cried the whole day. My mom and dad were really worried about me. But I did not care. What I cared the most was my marks, was my reputation, which I lost on that day. But then years passed, and I realized no one really cared about my marks. In fact, everyone still thinks I'm a topper, and yes, I'm still a topper in college as well. And the secret that I follow to accept failure, to tackle the failures in your life, is to just accept them, is to just open your arms, accept the failures, because those failures are the things that shape you into who you are today. If not for failures, you will not be the one you are today. If not for the failures I faced in my life, I would not be the thriller cage you see and hear today in the screen. That is my secret sauce to tackle failure, table topic master, is to just accept it open-handedly and objectively. Thank you for the topic, and back to you.
Wow, thank you so much. That is true. When once you will fail only, you will again attempt and you will grow in your life. Once, if we are always topper, we will never know what is the ups and downs of the life. So that helps us to grow better way and better human. Okay, next, only for our evaluator, table topic evaluator. One topic today is our 100 years of Toastmasters. What is your thoughts on that? How we feel 100 years?
I feel like I've been thrown under the bus right now because I'm sitting here and evaluating, and suddenly I have been given a topic and I have not even prepared or ready mentally for that. But then I think that summarizes what is Toastmasters. 100 years of people coming together and trying to be ready for the unexpected, trying to become better step by step, level by level. And this difference of people and persona, of the qualities that we have, I have seen this in the past 2 years in my journey in Toastmasters. Personally, I am an introvert, and people don't believe it. That's a different story, but I am truly an introvert. And it's very difficult for me to go and talk to strangers. Very easy to give a table topic speech, very easy to give a prepared speech. That's a natural talent, I would say, but very difficult to go and talk to strangers or be in a room and just mingle. I used to always think, how can people make small talk? I don't understand. What is this magic that people possess where they can easily go and chit chat and attract and interact with people? In my first few months in Toastmasters, believe it or not, I would always be sitting in the corner with a bottle or a book in my hand, praying, please don't come near me. Please don't talk to me. Please don't ask me questions. Let me just be an audience. But the beauty of this fraternity called Toastmasters is they don't leave you alone. They don't listen to your prayers. They will come and pull you and push you and nudge you and throw you under the bus, like today Mita ma'am did, and make you speak and make you connect and make you learn and grow. There is something so magical about this organization, and that is the safe space that we have created together for individuals from all walks of life, introverts, extroverts, abled, specially abled, the communicators, the not so great communicators, the poor, the rich, it doesn't matter. This psychological safety net is what is the legacy of a Toastmasters organization. And that is why this organization is still here after 100 years. And thank you so much, Table Topic Master. You brought out a lot of emotions within me by giving me this topic. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, really 100 years. We can't believe what our Dr. Ralph C. Smedley had thought before 100 years. Like when he started, he never thought, and today we are taking that under his garden, in his roof, like a huge tree he has kept, and we are having a fresh fruit, what we are taking of fruits and enjoying the journey of Toastmasters. It's unbelievable. So next over, thank you. I enjoyed thoroughly to be as being a table topic master. Now, thank you for all the role takers. And Diana, your thing will be okay, read by our your table topic evaluator, or I'll read it.
I think you should
Okay.
read this.
Yeah, our table topic evaluator will read your topic. Okay. And now I'll give back to our Toastmaster of the day. The stage is yours. Over to you. Thank you.
All right, everyone, give it up for our lovely table topic master, Toastmaster Mita M Shah. And I'm sure 100 years back, Ralph C. Smedley never thought of that he will pull someone out and you will put someone under the running bus. At the very same time, you will ask question while someone is peeling the oranges. I was reading the comment section. He never thought that this will happen. Okay, this is something is completely new for, him as well. Okay, so going with the theme, I'll take hardly 120 no seconds, followed by our lovely, journal evaluator will take over. Quickly recapping everything. I was 23, doing pretty much good for myself, left my job without any clue, without rumination, pondering over consequences, what's going to happen next. And for good three, I thought in the next 3 months, I'll try to make some money. I'll try to make both ends meet, but things never fall as you anticipate very obviously. In the entire spectrum of the fortitude and the entire spectrum of the hard work, I had to wait for good 2 years to make both ends meet. And after 2 years, in the entire process of 2 years, I made 3 promises with myself. The first promise I have made that I'll never go back to the same position where I left. I'll never go back to my job 100%, 200%. And the second, promise, I made to myself is I'll never stuck myself, I'll never fit myself in the loop of more time investment is equal to more money. Small example here, if I invest 100 hours, or sorry, 10 hours in a day, I am making 50K. If I invest 13 hours in a day, I'll make 55. I'll never put myself in that loop. So that two promises I have made, and believe me, the entire uh, it really changed the entire thing. And the only driving force, the only stupid decisions I have made, the only baseless decisions I have made, the only reason was it was my instincts. It was coming from within. It was completely driven by something from, something from within. That was the driving force which I had 9 years back. That's still running. Even now, I only do such acts which I believe from my core heart. And if in your life, if in you are willing to do, I mean, this is I'm pretty much I'm too young to mention this, but still I'm saying all these things. I truly believe that if something which comes from you within, you will never lose hope. I mean, because all the hard work, all the passion, all the resilience, all the persistence, everything, even if you fail 1,000 times, you will still have the courage and the capability and the capacity to try once again. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to our own simulation mechanical engineer. He is going to give us the wonderful evaluation of the entire meeting, along with his lovely and hardworking warriors. So without any further ado, shall we have our journal evaluator of the day, Toastmaster, Sreehari Acharya. Over to you, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar. In the Christian mythology, fortitude is considered as one of the cardinal virtue. Similarly, being a Toastmaster or a speaker, taking healthy levels of evaluations and constructive criticism is considered as a virtue. So this evaluation session, this consists of a series of evaluations, starting from the evaluation of speakers, table topic, and a quick evaluation of all the table topic masters, the people who have attempted for the table topics, and brief TAGL team report, and my overall big picture evaluation at the last. Without any further ado, let's get started with the first session, that is the evaluation of the prepared speeches. For the evaluation of the prepared speeches, we have Aparna Raja, the person who I most admire and most respect. She is a passionate speaker, a hippie at heart, and a mom at home, an entrepreneur by choice. She will evaluate the first speaker, the icebreaker speech given by Sumit Sethia. So over to you, Toastmaster Aparna.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sreehari. Toastmaster Sumit. It takes a certain extent of fortitude to be able to withstand feedback. And you've shown that not once, but twice by attempting your icebreaker speech a second time, all within a week. I heard your first speech and I've heard this version as well, but I'm still going to evaluate it only as an icebreaker and maybe add a few extra points. One thing stood out for me the last time and today as well, which was this. You have a natural ability to bring in intonations in your voice. That is, the vocal variety comes naturally to you, Toastmaster Sumit. This is a strength because a lot of people have to work. What do I mean by that? Your voice naturally goes low, it goes high. It's not too much of a struggle for you, so to say. When you said something sad, it went low, which is right. When you said something excited or something shocking, it went high, which is normal. And these things are coming already, so that's a good sign. Keep up. What else did I like? Now, as an icebreaker, there are two things we look for, that your speech should have a clear-cut structure of introduction, body, and conclusion. And then you should be introducing yourself to the club. Absolutely. You've introduced yourself in the best possible way. You've told us who you are, where you're from, what's your background, and what brings you here. Why this part of your journey with us. So I think that is the genius of an icebreaker speech, where these things are told to us. Why am I even here? So that was very clearly stated in your speech. Next, the integrity of your speech, that is the introduction, body, and the conclusion, they're all in place. Very strong introduction. You asked us a question, you came in. I'm sure you've heard a lot of speeches. You picked up those techniques and those knacks. You asked us a nice question and you had a good intro, and then a body where you told us about yourself. There were 3 stories, not 1, not 2, 3 stories. You did all of that. And finally, a conclusion, which was a takeaway. A little bit of a philosophy, but nevertheless, a takeaway. So I think very well done. Definitely purpose accomplished. You should move on to the next speech from here on. Now, what can you work on? I'm going to give you a few technical tips, and then there are a few other things which I will give it to you in writing, but I'm just going to mention 2 things here today. One, make sure your camera is at eye level, Sumit. It's very important because the camera was so low, I couldn't see your hand gestures, and that was interrupting with your speech, right? So this is a very technical aspect. You can make it okay just like that. The second thing, something you can keep in mind is, whenever we start a story or whenever we start a subject in our speech, no matter where, when, what, how, we have to finish it. We have to conclude it and tie it to the entire speech. In the sense, if you're telling us a story, I should know why you're telling me that story. Now, 2 of your speeches were there, which I understood why you told us, but the Vipassana story, I'm sure there is a reason why you told us. It was a moment of transformation for you, but how, why, what happened? Was it just for the sinus bit or something more? You had to bring in the gravity of that situation, like what happened because of it. You have to tie it together, right? I can tell you a little bit more about it later if you want. Just a little bit, keep that in mind. What you start, you have to end. Otherwise, everything nicely done. Purpose achieved. Just ensure your camera and your stories are all concluded appropriately. Thank you. And back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Aparna Raja. That was a great evaluation that pretty much covered everything. Then for the next evaluator, we have Toastmaster Mukund Joshi, a veteran Toastmaster and my Toastmaster mentor. He is a finance professional working for Capgemini as a director. He is currently the VPE of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. He loves reading, public speaking, and he's currently learning golf. Over to you, Toastmaster Mukund.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. I hope I am audible and visible. All right, great. Okay. Toastmaster Sridevi, you started off your speech by saying that you are wondering what topic to choose to bring out your emotions. My God, the topic you chose literally did that. And how? First and foremost, your excellent English brought out your emotions very vividly. Not just that, your heart-wrenching story really brought out the emotions not just in you, but in us as well. We felt sadness when we got to know that you are losing out on your career. We felt tensed when you said that you were soaked in a pool of blood. We felt joy and relief when you could hear the sound of the heartbeat of your baby. We felt despair when you said you had to call your last lifeline your parents. All these emotions just came out in us, at least in me, when I was literally hearing your speech. Not just that, your speech, through your excellent vocabulary, brought out the pain a career-oriented woman has to go through when she has to choose between career and family and is made to choose family. Your whole speech was really extremely emotional. And I have to commend you on your English. Some of the phrases that you used, as I mentioned earlier, last lifeline, my parents, the twin DJ in my stomach. I was soaked in a pool of blood. And there was one more which I couldn't note down fully. Labor is the only blind date, dash, dash, dash. I'm sorry, I couldn't note down the full sentence that you said. All this very clearly and vividly brought out the emotions in us. In fact, your title was a little bit misleading to me. When I read the title Pregnancy Roller Coaster, I thought it was going to be a humorous speech, but it turned out to be totally the opposite. There are some areas of improvement which I would say that you may want to make note of, because this is a L1 P3 speech, which is all about body language and vocal variety. Your body language, I thought, was not in line with your speech. I thought you were forced to make your hand gestures, etc., when you are speaking, right? And to add to that, the camera was not placed properly. You are standing up, I guess the laptop was somewhere down on the desk, but the placement of the camera from your laptop was not correct. So we thought that you are somewhere standing up and looking at the wall and speaking and not to us. And thirdly, the vocal variety, right? I thought it was that the tone was constant throughout your speech. You could have used vocal variety, especially in such an emotional speech. You had a lot of opportunity to bring down the emotions through your vocal variety. So overall, the fortitude in you came out very clearly in your speech, and it made us look up to you for inspiration. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
That was a very detailed and analytical observations, Toastmaster Mukund. That pretty much covered everything. And for the next, we have table topic evaluator Joane Joseph. She's a content writer and a passionate reader, is an introvert who finds joy in conversation. She immerses herself in diverse music genres and languages, while her free time evenings are spent treasure hunting in vintage book and stationery stores. Hailing from Mumbai, she cherishes the sunrises and sunsets at Marine Drive. Over to you, table topic evaluator Joane.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Sreehari. Apologies, can't switch on the camera. I'm not home. I'm somewhere out. But table topic evaluation is like a rapid fire round. It's a marathon. It's not a marathon. It's a sprint. So let me start directly with our first speaker. That was Toastmaster guest Mahavir. What is the most impossible thing you have accomplished and what drove you to achieve it? This was the topic. Mahavir, you have a talent for storytelling. You have a natural knack of storytelling, and that came out very clearly in the table topic because the way you started with the setting, where you are from, the age, the date, and then you spoke about yourself, the character, the event, and then gave a conclusion. So that's a beautiful way of giving a story, or a personal story. And I loved that. Now, let me be very frank. I thought you had some network issues, so I couldn't hear everything clearly. So I'm basing my evaluation on whatever I heard. So if I misheard or I have left something out, I do apologize for the same. Very interesting take and lovely conclusion you gave. Now, what could have been better? Structure. Now, I'll tell you what I mean by structure. The question was, what was the most impossible task? You spoke about a task where you gave an interview and got into the exchange the exchange program, right? But why was it so difficult? What was the point where you felt like it was an impossible task? That buildup was not there, and that buildup is necessary for us to understand that, oh my God, it's such a difficult task. Not many people get in there. You know, so many levels you have to cross and you reach there, and then you did it. And then personally, what all trials and tribulations you had to go through to get there. That's why this is such an impossible task for you. So that buildup of the trials and tribulations and the sufferings that a person goes through, then only the task becomes impossible, right? Otherwise, it's an easy task. That was missing. So next time, if you're speaking about any specific task, okay, I would love to see you building up more of that emotions, more of the challenges that you've faced. But otherwise, a really good take, and you have a knack of storytelling, so keep that up. Next, we had Sapna Agarwal. What is the key to achieve the impossible? Hard work or mindset? And I loved it when she came in and said both and a little more. Very strong opinions you have, Sapna, and I love that. You gave a long list of values that you need, the qualities that you need to possess to accomplish something that is impossible. You have lovely voice, lovely diction, beautiful usage of the English language. I loved everything about it. Now, how can you improve the table topic as a speaker is, one thing I'll tell you, if you have an option, always go for specifics, not generics, right? Like, because whatever you spoke about, most of us have heard it somewhere or the other. So then what is special about Sapna's take on this? It will be something specific to Sapna. Like in that list of values, pick one value and say, this is something that I missed. But then when I worked on that, I could achieve X or Y impossible task. So all of these values are important. But if you feel like you missed something, maybe you can work on that and then go ahead and achieve an impossible task. Something like that. Very specific to Sapna. so that I can remember that and take that back home. Okay, but
Wow.
otherwise, a fantastic take, no doubt about that. Just think of specific more than generic. Next, we had Toastmaster Aparna. No limit of time, resource, or ability. What would you achieve? Lovely take as usual. And I love the fact, I love it whenever a speaker goes against the topic. Because going with the topic is way easy. Going against the topic takes you to the next level. It challenges the way you think. It challenges the way I think and the audience thinks. It makes you think, basically. And I love the fact that you went against it. You spoke about you being the laziest person. You spoke about need and want driving the desire to do anything. You spoke about motivation. It was all relatable to me, and I loved everything about it. I don't have to praise you. You know, I like you a lot when it comes to being a speaker. The language, the diction, the way you speak, everything was great. Now, what can I give you as a feedback so that next time this table topic, is top notch? One thing I was observing is that you spoke about if a rich person, imagine they have a lot of money, this and that, what will they do? They will do that, they will do this. And I'm sure you know that the this and that and this is not something that is, what do you say? You can do better than that in table topics, right? So instead of a rich person, if you could have simply spoken about what you personally have experienced when you have a lot of time and you simply don't do things. Take one example and talk about that. Or in your case, especially because I know you as a speaker, I would say there is a philosophical take to this also, right? Time, immortality, where does it lead you? Then there is no meaning to life. You could have gone for that. Like there's absolutely no meaning to my life left. If I have I'm immortal, right? If I have time and no limits to anything. So that I was missing. Apart from that, that depth, that going beyond the surface and just going deep. That was a little missing, I felt this time. But otherwise, a fantastic take, no doubt about that. Next, Chandana, do you believe that anything is truly impossible? Why not? Again, I love it when a speaker comes and says, no, I don't. I believe you can achieve anything. Strong opinions, solid opinions, beautifully justified her own opinion. And what I loved the most was she concluded by saying, nothing is impossible, but we have to work really hard to achieve it. Strong conclusion. She knew what she was talking about. Beautiful use of the language. Very well spoken, Chandana. Again, for you, I think today for everyone, the same thing. What I felt was because the topic was so philosophical and, so extreme, it was talking about impossible things. That's why we went a lot generic as an audience together. Let's go specific. When you're saying, though, you believe everything is possible, tell us how. What have you done that others think is impossible, but you think is possible? Tell us that one story. And you did touch upon that. You did touch upon that a little bit, but you didn't say. So instead of going generic, bring us that personal story, and I will tell you that would have been a really beautiful table topic. But I loved it. The take was beautiful. Next, we had Amit. What drives you getting out of the bed or taking a nap? Now, Amit, I'll tell you, the first thing I was thinking is that the question doesn't make sense to me. And I love it when I don't understand the question truly, because that is a beautiful challenge. I'm not even understanding what is the question. What drives you to get out of the bed? That can be a question. But what drives you to take a nap? That is something that where I was getting confused. So I was waiting for your take, and you gave a beautiful take on getting out of the bed. But what about the nap? That you couldn't expand, or you didn't expand on that. So that is something you can think about. You spoke about daily activities. You spoke about doing something good for the world and helping other people, looking into the mirror. But these are topics, and this is not just for Amit. These are topics for every one of us who's in this audience, which should make us think really what actually drives us. Some days, for me, what drives me is money. Truly, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything, but I know I have to because I have a job. Some days it's love. Some days it's necessity. Some days it's war, literally war in the family, and I have to run just to, douse the fire. So there are so many things, if you think about, that drive you to wake up in the morning and do. And again, nap. Many times when I fight with my siblings, I go and take a nap actually. So that is another take, right? What drives you to take a nap? Fights do drive me to take a nap. Watching a boring movie, I do fall asleep. So that drives me to take a nap. So you see the difference in the content that was necessary in the table topic. And most of all, you had a lot of time. So next time I'll tell you, take 10 seconds before you start. Take 10 to 12 seconds if you need before you start. Think about both the sides and then start so that you will have more content. Last was Trilokesh. What is the secret of facing a failure? Yes, Diana, I have not forgotten you. I will come to you. I will give my feedback to you also. Don't worry. Most welcome, dear. Trilokesh. Again, Trilokesh, in your case, what I observed was you are a great storyteller, lovely personal story, very strong opening, nice conclusion. What could you have done better? I'll tell you is you said the Trilokesh back then and the Trilokesh today is different, and failure has taught you. What is the difference? I would have loved to know that. What was then Trilokesh looking like and what is Trilokesh today? That difference, if you could say, you like, I was weak. Like in my case, I would say I was someone who never knew how to speak to people in a group of maybe 20 plus. But today, because of Toastmasters, I can conduct easily a networking session with 100 people. So that's a difference, something very specific. So in your case, I would have loved to know that difference and the lesson that failure taught you. But otherwise, a very good take. Last but not the least, of course, is our lovely Dina. Dina, you said fortitude. I most more job as office as Whitby, Ontario. Fortitude. I was hired. Me from boss. Fortitude for my career. This job. Fortitude with disability. Hard work. Fortitude improvements with my boss. Invite this. Apply job. And I know that centenary event of fortitude. I had a Toastmaster International. Thanks, table topic master. Dina, every time I read your story, every time I've seen you on table topics, I want to call out one thing. Number one, you are a great storyteller. With all of that you have spoken, I now know something more about you. Last time I knew about your roommates issue. This time I know about your working environment and the fact that you're working and you have a boss, and you also are very grateful for Toastmasters International. Thank you so much. But I'll tell you what is your strength, my dear friend. It's the emotion. Even with those words, I could feel the emotions, especially your emotion towards your job and how hard it is for you. Thank you so much for sharing that story. And you are, as always, the winner. I'll tell you that. Because your emotions. You're most welcome. And keep on smiling, my dear friend. That's it from me, your table topic evaluator. Back to you, general evaluator.
That was the superstar of the evaluation, Joane Joseph, giving us the table topic evaluation. Now I'll quickly run over the entire meeting, how it went well, and what I think of it. The meeting started on time, and even before the meeting, there was a team. We made sure that there was a audio video check and all the rule takers were renamed properly. It was a cohesive, collaborative, and a collective effect made by all the Toast members. So which made the SAA start right on time. And yeah, and the next comes the presiding officer, Toastmaster Mukund. You made sure the guests were very well welcomed, told them to have a brief intro about themselves. And if I had to say anything, it's about the visual optics. And I believe it's the light and reflection because of which we could not see you properly. And there's one more good thing, that is you have given a good prequel to the Toastmaster team also. So those were quite great things. And next we have the Toastmaster of the day, ex-roboticist, Sagar Duggal. I must say you have a very stylish accent and you pause at the appropriate times and for the appropriate words, making your words more powerful and impactful. And also you give a wonderful intro, like so much energy, and makes us all feel welcomed to take on the virtual stage. So if I had to give any suggestion, there were no intro in the beginning, right? I believe it was done in the interest of the time. But still, as I was going through the the Toastmaster theme, I was very excited to join. You have brought an interesting topic. There was this dichotomy, right? About the free will and having the fate. One is you left to the mercy of the nature, and the other one is you have the free will to choose what you do. So I was expecting some kind of intro, even though we lacked the time, some condensed form of intro. If you had brought, that would have been great. But I think presiding officer did a very well job on covering that up and giving a little sequel of your Toastmaster. Apart from that, and even in the coming section, you have given a great compelling story of yours, personal story that was awesome, and a good amount of audience engagement as well. And next we have, I'll quickly run over the TAGL team, and yeah, that pretty much wraps up the session. So before that, let's have a TAGL team on the stage. Let's call the timer Trilokesh. A quick brief report so that helps for the polling of If you could present the timings quickly.
I've sent the time report in the chat. If it's visible, you're on mute, General Elevator.
It's visible. It's visible. Yeah. You're on mute, Journal Evaluator.
The Zoom master can have a quick view on this and start for the polling. Next, we have the R-counter, Shubham Somani. Shubham, could you please present your R-counter report?
Sure. Host, can you allow me to share my screen?
Zoom master, could you please allow Shubham to share his screen?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll share the report in the chat box.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes. All right. And Grammarian, could you please explain your report on the grammar today? Toastmaster Priyamvada Sharma.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'll be sharing my report. Just give me a minute.
The polls are also being launched, so you can request the people to start casting their votes.
Okay, so everyone showed a great fortitude in taking up the speeches, and also with the beautiful usage of English that we all experience today. I would like to congratulate our Toastmaster Sreehari and Toastmaster Aparna for using the word of the day, fortitude, and Toastmaster Diana for using it so often. Now, the good usages in meeting were repercussion, lucrative, and venture. The rhetorical devices. Rhetorical devices are techniques which are used in speaking or writing to persuade, emphasize, or create a particular effect. Let's discuss the rhetorical devices used. Rule of three was used by speaker Sumit. 30 minutes, as you said, 30 minutes, 30 seconds, and 30 days. Simile is a figure of speech that compares two things using the word as or like. Speaker Sridevi used it a lot. Like she said, a baby's cries like bells from heaven. Pregnancy is a beautiful reminder of the strength you have inside. Intolerable pain was like DJ coming out of my tummy and being a showstopper. We had anaphora. In anaphora, we use the repetition of repetition of words at the beginning, or so it emphasizes an idea and creates rhythm. For example, what would I do if I had this? What would I do if I had that? What would I do if I were Ambani? Said by Toastmaster Aparna. Some days it's money, some days it's love, some days it's war, as said by Toastmaster Joane. Another is rhetorical questions. These are questions posed for effect and do not require an answer. used by Toastmaster Aparna, what would be my drive? Now, there was a metaphor used by Toastmaster Mukund, gravity of the situation. Metaphor is used to make a comparison between two unrelated things. Now, there are some recommendations. Someone used pure genuine. Instead, it should have been pure and genuine. Impossible is nothing. It should be nothing is impossible. So that's all for my report. Over to our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Grammarian, for paying close attention to all the meeting, to all throughout the meeting. Next, we have listener, Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Could you please test our listening skills?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. As promised, I have come with my few questions. Let's see if you remember the question that I asked, and let's test that how attentively you have listened the speeches today. Here we go. Which job did Toastmaster Sagar leave
Robotics
in mid 2019? Sorry?
Robotics engineering.
Yes, correct. Toastmaster Sagar, please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank
Absolutely.
Second, again related to Toastmaster Sagar, in which shift did Sagar work as a freelancer?
Night shift.
Night shift.
Correct. Third, let's move to Toastmaster Sumit. So in Toastmaster Sumit says a story. Apart from Taj Mahal, what else is Agra famous for?
Shoe industry.
Shoes.
Leather
Shoes.
shoes.
Yes. Correct. Which Bollywood movie did Toastmaster Sumit mention in his speech? Right. Toastmaster Sumit, am I right?
Yes, you are right.
Now let's move to the Sridevi's speech. So in Sridevi's speech, which country did Sridevi's client want to send her?
Canada.
Canada.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Rihanna is from Canada, right? Right, Rihanna? Now, which hospital did Sridevi rushed for treatment?
Manipal.
Yes, correct. Yeah, right. The last question. Which organization did Toastmaster Mahavir represent India internationally?
Rotary? I'm not sure.
No. Which organization did Toastmaster Mahavir represent India internationally?
It's an auditory something. I'm not sure of the name, but it's
No. Okay, I'll give you a clue. They train young people for military
It was not
skills.
NCC.
It was
NCC.
NCC.
I thought NCC was exam. Okay.
Toastmaster Mahavir will tell us. I mean, am I right, Toastmaster Mahavir? Oh, NCC.
correct.
Okay, correct. So, okay, these are from my end. Thank you so much for listening nicely and attentively. Thank you for your time. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Give it up for all our TAGL team. I'll quickly run over all the TAGL team, how it went well. The timer, Trilokesh, here you have given a great analogy of what of being a timer. You were super fast and quick and brief with the report. And the R counter, I wish the Zoom master had made the screen sharing prior before them having to ask them, so that the R counter would have had the chance to explain the R counter filler. And the Grammarian, you did a fantastic job. the word of the day was very appropriate and quite challenging, and most importantly, quite fitting for the theme of the day. So kudos to you for that. And listener, you've had a great intro and great set of questions. However, if it were quite short and brief, it would have been much better. Otherwise, it was a great. Overall a great meeting by the entire TAGL team, and a special call out for our timer, Trilokesh, and table topic evaluator Joane Joseph for picking up the table topic at the odd time and having totally nailed it. So that is all from the general evaluation session. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Sagar.
Everyone, give it up for our journal evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya. And on your screen, we have the polls for auxiliary role players. We have our wonderful timer, Trilokesh, our counter, Shubham, Somani, our Priyamvada Sharma, and listener, Shilpi Tiwari. Cast your vote, and meanwhile, I request if we have our guest, if you guys can come, if you can come on screen. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Diana. I mean, we highly appreciate your presence. Everyone, give it up for her as well. Is she? Thank you, Toastmaster Diana. Mahavir, are you with us by any chance? I have a small joke for you.
Yes, I am.
Can you please turn on the camera? Oh, I mean, I just okay, yeah, okay. Our table topic evaluator, she has given even like commendation that you have the knack of the storytelling, right? And I believe that also you have this talent to look like Ankur Wariko.
Is it? Oh, wow.
If everyone resonates with the same. Yeah, he does look like Ankur Wariko. Yes, yes. All right, thank you so much, all the guests. I was your Toastmaster of the day. The entire session, it was a lovely session. Thank you so much, all the guests uh, and all my fellow Toastmasters. And now it's time to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Over to you, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Sagar. It was a wonderful session. I think we all gained a lot today by listening to all the listening to you on the theme of the. Sorry, I'm just multitasking here, so please bear with me. I don't know, someone has launched the poll for speaker, which shouldn't have been the case.
It's a wrong.
Okay, please, friends, please go ahead and cast your vote. This is the last ballot that is there. Is everybody done? I just saw 13 people have voted. We still need two more people have to cast their vote, please. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we have the polls done. We have the winners. Excellent. So ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, please let's give a big round of applause to today's Toastmaster, Sagar Duggal. He did an excellent job as usual. And the theme was great, and we really got to learn a lot. Thank you very much. Now, before I announce the results, can I have a couple of guests come over and then say a few words or give us some feedback about today's meeting? Can I request someone who has not spoken at all, and that is, I think, guest Prasad. Prasad, do you mind coming on camera and giving us your feedback? Yeah. Thank you, Diana. Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Prasad, would you like to come on camera? No. All right. Okay. Guest Chandana, would you like to give us your feedback on today's meeting, please?
Yes. Actually, today was my first session or meeting. I was not sure about the structure of the session. But the meeting went on really well. Yeah, I still have to. I still have few doubts on how this whole session works. Yeah, but the session went on really well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Sridevi, would you like to give us your feedback on today's meeting?
Yes, definitely. First of all, I would like to thank Gabbys Club for giving me slot for today's prepared speech section, and it was nice meeting you all. And it could have been much better and nice if I would have won the award, but then I exceeded my time. I see that on the slides. Well, maybe next time, if I get another slot, I will bag that award too. So, yes, great going.
There is no award for speaker because we have an icebreaker.
Okay.
If we have an icebreaker, we do not launch the polls for the speakers. So,
okay. Okay.
yeah. It's not that you didn't win the award. It is just that the rules doesn't let us launch the poll if there is an icebreaker and a path break. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thanks all of y'all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sridevi. Sapna, would you like to give us your feedback, please?
Yeah, I really enjoyed today's meeting, and the most important thing was that what I liked about Toastmaster was that even if you are shy and introvert, and in the heart of hearts that you are getting scared that somebody will now put up a question to you, they make you come out of your comfort zone and make you actually speak. And this is what the purpose of this Toastmaster is. And I also enjoyed the prepared speeches section. Everybody gave a very nice speech, and plus table topic session was also very nice. And in the table topic session, what I liked the most about that thing was that they really give you the question on the spot and make you think on the spot on your feet. And in a single, say, second, you have to think about the answer. And if you keep on repeating such exercises, and if you keep on preparing such things, probably when you actually face in a some larger gathering, or maybe in some larger audience, if you have to if a question is put up to you and you have to make an answer to that, so these kinds of exercises will prepare you for that. So in fact, it's actually very good, and it'll, of course, it's showing that it'll I mean, instill the leadership skills in you. And as it is, I'm feeling myself that if I join it and I'm regular with attending the meetings and all, I think I'll be able to do much better than what I am doing now. And I really enjoyed the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sapna, for that wonderful feedback. Really appreciate it. And last, but definitely not the least, our timer, Trilokesh. Trilokesh, very briefly, if you could give us your feedback, please.
Yeah, so as I said, I don't like having free times at all. I like cramping my free times with some other things also. And this meeting came at the right time. I got this role, and thank you for giving me company. I got a laid back feel over here, and thank you for elevating my boredom. That is, and yeah, I enjoy the meeting thoroughly, and hoping to attend even more meetings in Gabbys. Back to you.
Thank you, Trilokesh. And it's now time to announce the results. Ladies and gentlemen, drum rolls, please. The best evaluator of today goes to none other than our budding DTM, Aparna Raja. Let's hear it for her, please. Congratulations, Aparna. The best table topic speaker again goes to Aparna Raja. Let's hear it for her, please. The best auxiliary role goes to Toastmaster Priyamvada. Aparna, by the way, you were not there when we announced the results. You have won the best evaluator and best table topic speaker. Both the awards go to you. And last but not the least, the best role player. No prizes for guessing this. It's none other than our TMOD Sagar Duggal. Thank you, Diana. Really appreciate your active participation here. Thank you very much. And with this, I close. Sure. Thank you very much. And with this, I close meeting number 70. Thank you and have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Or rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you for the invite.